Hello, everybody, and welcome to ESL TV. That's your job. You're on that side of the desk.
It's my first time doing it.
The RaidCall EMS 1 Counter-Strike Go group stages for the summer season. We've got 4 days of awesome Counter-Strike action coming your way, starting today with Group A, which is going to be just cool. Joining me, of course, is Jason Kaplan, who bursts out laughing right at the start and gets his job wrong.
I didn't know I was supposed to do. I never sit on the side of you, Joe. I'm always on the other side. But it's nice to see you in this light. You're actually more handsome on this side.
Thank you very much for that one. So let's have a look at the... Do not touch my beard. It's in its growth stages. You're not allowed to touch it. Let's have a look then at the groups that we're going to be seeing throughout this week, starting today, of course, with Group A, ESC Icybox, NaVi, Copenhagen Wolves, and Sprint Fox. Now, you've got two giants of the Counter-Strike scene there, of course, coming from 1.6 with ESC and NaVi. You've got Copenhagen Wolves, who have looked so incredibly good. If you take away the final, I guess, last week, where they didn't look so super awesome. And then Sprint Fox, who've really been the surprise package so far of the tournament. They've come from the A series. They, put themselves together as a team, worked their way up, and now they find themselves in the group stages with a chance at the LAN finals.
And not to mention, actually, last season when we were casting one of their matches in the group stage, they beat NIP, and it kind of surprised us out of nowhere. But we'll see how they do, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the Copenhagen Wolves because I cast them back in the cut number 1 where they surprised us, or surprised everyone by beating NIP 16-8, and then also went on to win the entirety of that. And they kind of came out of nowhere, but well, to me, they come out of nowhere. Obviously, I don't know too much about the CS scene, but I think, you even mentioned during the time that they kind of weren't expected to do that well. I'm curious to see if they can keep doing that and maybe get into the offline finals. Well,
they've certainly looked really strong, and we are going to be kicking off with the Copenhagen Wolves here tonight. They will be going up against NaVi. So let's have a look at the two lineups that we're going to have here. The second and third game we'll actually pick as we go through a little bit. Come on, Tim, that's not the right button. He's pressed the wrong button. You should sit here with Jason.
It's Monday.
Who just doesn't even press the buttons. He just laughs.
Wait, I got this. So.
That's fine. There we go. So that's the Copenhagen Wolves lineup then. Let's do Fetish, Cajun Beat, Once, and Device. And they're going to be going up against NaVi, who, not had the best of times really here in Counter-Strike Go. They've been slowly but surely getting better, but they're certainly not the NaVi that everyone, remembers from back in the 1.6 days.
Yeah, I have to kind of agree. I mean, I haven't obviously know too much about the 4.6 days. I recognize the name, obviously, but I wasn't too impressed when casting cut number 3, or no, number 2 with Red Eye. Wasn't that impressed with how well they played, but, going back to the Copenhagen Wolves, how we saw, we saw Dupree. Actually, we saw every member of the Wolves stepping up for them. Specifically, I could think of Device and Dupree when we saw them versus Western Wolves in the first game on Dust 2, where it went to overtime, and they came up big for their team. But, NaVi, just to me, I mean, the community is probably like, oh, this guy's stupid, but just to me, it hasn't really amazed me or wowed me, at least the times I've casted them.
No, I'd agree with you on that one. Like I said, I don't think that they've quite got to the level that they'll want to be. But, if you're going to do it any night of the week, then Monday night here on June the, what is it? 10th is the night when they should actually step things up and get things rolling, because the top 2 teams will, of course, go through to the offline finals, which will be held, by the way, here in Cologne. And tickets are on sale, so if you want to get yourselves along, we do have tickets for sale. All you have to do is go over to csgo.raidcall-ems1 raidcall-ems1.com. Such a long URL. csgo.raidcall-ems1, that's it, .com. There you go. Get yourselves there. And we've got a special offer on for you tonight, because everyone loves free stuff. It's not quite free, though. 50% off. I guess you can't really get any better. So if you're in Cologne or thinking about popping down, then you should definitely check that out and get yourselves involved. But it looks like we're about ready to get into our first game, which, as we said, is going to be NaVi versus Copenhagen Wolves. And they're going to be playing on Dust 2, although I'm pretty sure I saw Mirage in the admin channel, which freaks me out a little bit.
Well, also not to mention, Joe, you mentioned the tickets are 50% off.
Oh no, Play Dust 2. It was ESC versus Sprint Fox that's on Mirage. Sorry.
You mentioned the tickets 50% off, but you get free drinks, free food. You get to meet the players personally. You shake their hands, talk to them. Pretty much we're paying you to come out, so make sure to buy those tickets.
I don't know if we're quite paying them to come out, but honestly, free drink and free food, and I'm not sure if there is actual alcoholic beverages involved in that one, but I'm pretty sure there is. If they're included in the freebie, so
yeah.
I mean, if it's Saturday nights, why not just come here, watch Counter-Strike, get your free beer, and then go out and party like there's no tomorrow. So it looks like we're going to be kicking things off here in just a little while here. NaVi versus Copenhagen Wolves, our first game of the day. In regards to which games we'll be showing, later on, obviously there's 3 possible games to watch tonight. We'll basically do it on the fly. So whoever wins this one and the other game will then obviously be the more important ones to watch in the next round of matches and what have you. So we'll go into that one. So let's get us in game here. Get a bit of the old and have a look through this one. NaVi versus Copenhagen Wolves. It's going to be a knife round. We actually wanted to get that whole voice jammer thing in here again. But instead, I'm just going to let Jason cast it because it'll be just as hilarious.
I'm going to cast this like a mute person would cast it, Joe, okay?
No.
So let's get through. Oh, I tried that once. It actually worked out pretty well with Paul.
That's not a rule.
See, we're going by your screen here. Okay, so I got to lean over and get a little close to you.
Well, it's auto-directed,
so pretty good.
You'll be fine.
And I do know how to say that guy's name that we're currently spectating. Senya.
Good job.
I learned that it's like senior, but with an A. Senya, something like that. But anyways, we do have slashes going back and forth, hack and slash on their way through here. Actually, only one person going down so far is Fetish is the first person on the team to die. And they just keep going in, picking up one by one. And it looks like NaVi, as we are talking about before, not looking that great. Get picked up on the knife round, and it looks like Copenhagen Wolves will actually be staying, if I'm not mistaken.
I should certainly imagine so. Obviously, Dust 2 is a T-sided map, no doubt about that one. And they are going to be staying here, as they just say, ready and... well, Copenhagen Wolves saying stay. So, back into the 1 p.m. for just a second, but both teams are going to be getting ready to go. So we should talk a little bit about the format of group stage, how it works. So, draws are allowed. If we hit 15-15, there will be no overtime, since we are, of course, in a group stage format, no playoff kind of stuff going on just yet. As we mentioned, top 2 teams out of every group will go through to the LAN finals. And as it was announced this week by the guys here in the behind the RaidCall EMS 1, that the 3rd place team from each group will go into the cups for next season. So they get that straight away, that bye, I guess we can really call it, for finishing 3rd here in each of the groups. And we will be with you all week long from today till Thursday, starting at the same time every single night. So lots of Counter-Strike action coming your way. Up until now in this pistol round, not a whole lot of action, but it looks like we will see Copenhagen. We'll see it coming off towards B. There is Starix, actually, who's got a couple of low HP men here. He may be able to do something about this one as he does decide to head off in towards that. Flashed up there before he backed off. He's going to have Markelov and Zeus coming in from that mid area here to help him out as well. Wants to just trying to hold them off inside of the middle double doors, and they'll actually get 2 of them. Can he get number 3 here? Senya doing a good job. He comes at him with the knife, but Senya is the last man left alive here for NaVi. He will take down once, but he's now got 3 more to find. As he flashes there over the top, he's not seen, he hadn't seen the man off to his right before Device went aggressive, and that will be 1-0. Pistol round going to the Copenhagen Wolves. Yeah,
good start for them. And actually, I have a question for you, Joe, because when Paul and I were casting this in cut number 2, we came up with calling this the Joe round on the eco round. Is that standing true?
Yeah.
Can we call him the Jason round today?
Sure.
Yes.
You can cast all of them.
Oh, fantastic, because they're the easiest ones to do. Anyways, we do have an eco round obviously coming in for the Copenhagen Wolves, and actually a 5-man stack by NaVi over at the A side here. And the Copenhagen Wolves are having none of that, as they are already pushing towards B here, just sitting towards middle. Not that mid lane, just middle. No League of Legends here today.
Mid lane's on Inferno, Jason. We all know that.
That is true. Well, maybe we'll get into that a little bit later today. And Edward is kind of waiting by catwalk here, trying to catch someone off guard, but the Wolves playing very safe. They've lost quite a few ecos in the past. Device will be the first one up that catwalk to check it out. They do flash out in the cap and started chasing out. Device goes down, but Dupree does respawn with 1 kill. And they know everyone's there as Dupree picks up 2 more kills, picking up 3 so far. Will he get the 4th? And unfortunately, Zeus does take him out. But now a 3-on-2 situation. No one on Navi is really in position to pick up any of these guns. But Bomb, just as it's heading over towards A, decides to back off. And wow, Cajun, nice shot out of him. Picks up Senya. And it doesn't look like Zeus is going to be doing too much here either. And Cajun B down to 1 health. And I don't believe he actually, no, he does have a gun on him. And I'd be really careful not to lose it. Zeus finally does have a gun in hand, still over towards A site though. And obviously, he's probably going to be saving this, I'm going to say. Just in that next round, just to have a little bit more of a chance. No point giving that away since it will be an eco round yet again. But still, good start to the Wolves. I like the passive play by them, not to rush into it too quickly, because as we know in CSGO, eco rounds can always go in the other team's favor if you don't play it safely.
Exactly. Zeus here, as you mentioned, since he's got that weapon, he's like, well, we're on the eco next round. This may be something that can swing it in our favor if the start goes right for us. And he will be able to get himself up towards that T-spawn. And there's no one from the Copenhagen Wolves that's close enough here to really do anything. Fetish just came around the backside, but that won't be a problem. So, a one weapon coming through here for Zeus. We'll see what he can. On the other side for the Wolves, there are already those AKs starting to come in. We'll see how much of a difficult round this one turns out to be. There's Edward instantly clipped down as he makes the crossover towards B. And that is something that pretty much every single team will do at this stage of the game, knowing that they could be shot off and maybe take the first van as the grenades start to flow into that B site again. Right now, the Copenhagen Wolves have 3 men in middle, 1 over by B. There is Fetish taking out Storix and Edward. They tried to rush him to get that weapon. Didn't work out for them, and that's 2 men down. B bomb site completely open for the taking here now for the Copenhagen Wolves. And NaVi, well, they're going to buy up in this next round anyway, so not really too much to lose. As you see, Senya go down to Cajun. Don't think he's going to be the last one to die here either, as they do spot the 2 NaVi men over on the catwalk, and it's finished off by Cajun B's Galil. That will be 3-0 for the Copenhagen Wolves. But now NaVi will have weapons, and we'll see how good they're going to be.
And, you know, after seeing the Wolves in the past, I'm very scared for NaVi, considering how well and how warmed up it seemed like Dupree and Cajun are already right off the bat here. Both 4 kills, and unfortunately Dupree has those 2 deaths, but great start for them. And we'll obviously have that first gun round. AWP peeking down middle. Cajun unfortunately misses that shot. And wait, this is not a Jason round, I just realized. Joe, you want to take this one? Yeah?
No.
Okay, I'll keep going.
You're allowed to cast them, even if they're not called Jason rounds.
Okay, unfortunately. Anyways, we do have does have that Galil in hand still. Sitting towards long A. We'll throw that nade. Damage it does. Actually, does nothing. And this is the Copenhagen Wolves I remember back from Cup 1, where they don't commit to any sites. They just go work off a pick, like obviously do. As Markov gets the first kill on a Cajun. It's a nice peek from him. Gives some nice advantage into this gun round. First one of the first half so far for NaVi. And even Dupree, I'm not even sure if he had a flash or anything like that. He just kind of walked out like a head with a chicken with his head cut off. Wow, I got that backwards.
A head with his chicken cut off. Never a good place to be.
It's a floating head. Anyways, 3 members of Wolves left remaining. And Zeus will be sitting in this A side here. As once peeking down middle, trying to spot Markelov, but unfortunately not there for him. And not really sure where to go. Bomb still is on catwalk though.
I need to get a move on here.
Yeah,
30 seconds. So here we go then. Push going through. Senya actually going to pick off Fetish there, and that's really going to slow them down. Senya just backing away from this one. Once will come in there, but now it's just 15 seconds remaining. Bomb is going to be coming from catwalk side, but NaVi have already started to move around here. The bomb is now all, oh no, the bomb dead, but the man carrying it at least, and now it's all on once here, who will try and save this AK-47 and throws it out for the wise choice for once, and that will be the first round on the board for NaVi. Really leaving things too long there, too little too late from the Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, I'm really curious if that was just due to Markelov getting that nice pick, you know, not relatively early on, but, you know, mid-round, getting that first kill, because it kind of just stopped them in their tracks. But this next round underway. Cajun shooting the ground, I guess, right there. You know, maybe trying to hit the devil or something, I don't know. But we'll be working over towards A. Oh, I can see this is why it's hard. I'm just gonna sit close to you, Joe. Get used to it.
Well, no, it's just because I had the camera on him for the initial shots. That's why.
I want to be close to you anyways.
When auto direct is on, it's all good. But one's going to get the bomb down here for the Wolves. Already 3 men down for NaVi. And this is not the way they envisioned it. Win a round, lose the next one, and you're in all kinds of trouble money-wise. However, they still have Starix and Markelov left alive. They may be able to hold on to these weapons, and certainly that AWP is something that you're going to need to hold on to. The bomb already ticking nicely away. And we are going to see Fetish coming around the back. Doesn't look like they'll put it too much of a challenge to try and get rid of these NaVi weapons, though. In the end, Fetish and Starix will be meeting here in just a second. Starix getting the better of Fetish there as he comes through. And that bomb is going to explode. Here comes once up. Markelov actually killing him off with the pistol. And that will be a weapon safe for NaVi. But the round lost. Copenhagen Wolves now 4-1 up.
Why did the director not want to show us that kill by Markelov?
Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't.
It's like, you know what? You don't need to say this one.
Has a mind of its own.
Anyways, like you just said, NaVi did lose that last round, but they still have the AWP in hand. Margolef trying to go for a pick middle. And Senya all set up towards long A here. Does get hit with a little bit of damage, but just 7 health, not too much. Looks like they're already rotating over here as Copenhagen Wolves are trying to go for a push onto long A. Oh, a nice shot by Cage into the head of Zeus. Domes him. That will open up the long A a little bit. Margolef misses the shot, unfortunately, on the debris. This might be very bad for him. He's going to get pinched from both sides here. But Wolves very low in health already. You see all the members down at least half. And Senya gets that very easy kill on the Fetish. And this is looking like, I have to say, a decently good round for NaVi here. Even though they lost that last one, they're able to pick up, some pretty good weapons. And they have the Wolves with their tails between their legs here. Even though they're up one person, it's not really by much health.
Yeah, but Senya could change that all around you. I mean,
there it is.
Go see it again. I mean, all low HP pretty much. Yes, Dupree is going to peek out there, gets 1 kill, but Starix finishes him through the wall. It's now a 2-on-2. And Senya is peeked out, but once has given his position away there, needed to kill him really directly. That didn't work out for him, and it now is all on Device, who is actually on long A at this point. So if he can take out Starix, he knows Edward's position. There is the kill on towards Starix, onto Senya's position, sorry, I should say. Only 15 health. Device is going to take him down. A clutched round from the Copenhagen Wolves. And, well, just as it was looking good for NaVi, full HP. They'd come in to actually sandwich the bomb, but well, they let him push too far down the long A area there, and Senya, because he was low, was relying on Starix to do all the damage. And as you saw, Starix went down pretty easily. There's the AWP, and Starix hit through the door, down to 37 straight away.
It's not a bad start off for them on this round. And, Device, how many times is he always going to come up big for his team? Actually, it looks like, in the meantime, we do have a 3-man stack on Catwalk here. Markolov going to be leading the force, but get a little bit of damage onto Dupree. Actually, not getting any return damage back onto him. And they're obviously trying to go for a gun here just so they can maybe put up some sort of a threat, or at least make this round a little bit expensive for the Wolves. Star's just waiting for Fetish to push up here, but I don't know. NaVi just doesn't really know where to go, as you see the 2 members, well, now 3 already in CT spawn.
I mean, this is an eco round for NaVi, so not really expecting too much of it from them. You never quite know when that may turn around. There's 2-man stack here on long. It's going to get involved on towards once. And now Device is pushing up on towards Catwalk. That should be a kill on Markolov. Made a bit of a meal of it, to be honest. Lost a lot of his health, but they are successfully onto this A-bomb site, falling 1 by 1. It's now all on Zeus, who's on Goose. And he goes down. Bomb going to get planted in the last dying second, or not. Either way, 6-1 to the Copenhagen Wolves.
That's a great start for the Wolves. But, I'm trying to think back to cut number 1, Joe, between Copenhagen Wolves and Western Wolves. And I believe that, I think it was Copenhagen Wolves who had a nice early lead. And then then Western Wolves came back by quite a few rounds. As we see, Cajun is going to try to get a pick here. Actually gets some damage on the Starks yet again. So that's 2 rounds running, leaving Starks at sub 40 health at this point. But as we've seen, rounds have gone back and forth plenty of times so far.
Yeah, and Starix has been a little bit unlucky with that one. 2 rounds in a row, clipped through mid double doors. Play that you're going to need. Nah, only tickled him a little bit. 3 HP. Zeus lost from that one. And
can grenades tickle?
They can. 3 HP is definitely a tickler.
It's like only like 1 piece of shrapnel in your body.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Somewhere in your foot where you can still run around and shoot.
Your heel?
No, not there.
Sorry,
you can't even walk around. I felt that one before. Zeus here, going to come out on middle. Edward is there to join him as well. And the push from the Copenhagen Wolves absolutely destroyed it. Leaves them with just Cajun B and Device remaining. Cajun B is going to work his way in here with that AWP. Oh, what a shot onto Starix. Ridiculous shot, in fact. He's lost Device, and he's now going to run with his knife in hand. And, well, Edward spotted him there. Tried to get behind the cover of the box, but NaVi will pick up her round. But we saw them winning their first round earlier. They lost directly after that. Threw them onto the eco. They can't afford that to happen again.
So I think the real question is Starks going to get into a round where he has more than 40 life for once in the past 2?
We're going to find out.
Okay, so he's going to at least keep his health up this time, but obviously he doesn't have... Actually, does he have a gun? Okay, he does have an M4 in hand, so we'll see if he'll be able to make a play here. As NaVi, they've been locking down that long A side pretty consecutively. Like, they've been pushed up really trying to control that quite a bit, and Wolves have kind of adapted to it. They started to push more towards middle. As Markov just waiting on a catwalk here, trying to pick the first person that comes around that corner. And Wolves just, I mean, this is like standard play for them, just trying to work off a pick. And obviously it gets a little bit closer to the end of the round. They're going to make their play. And it looks like it's going to be over towards A, as we do have flashes coming out. And Wolves are going to push up catwalk here, but looks like NaVi did back away, did give it up. As Ever gets a nice shot on a fetish, but 2 return kills out of the Wolves. Zeus over at CT spawn, going to try to get a pick on a... He sees Device. The Device is just ducking under it, as Dupree standing right there could help him out. Doesn't go over the corner, spot him a little bit too late, and the kill's going to go over to Dupree. And that will mean the Copenhagen Wolves will have this bomb site. And Starix and Senya, last 2 men standing. Senya pushing up towards ramp, does get 1 kill. Bomb has not gone down yet. We're 20 seconds left in the round.
That was a nice little grenade around there. Just clipped off the corner of the wall from Device. All on Starix here, 1 versus... They've got an AWP at the end of long soon. He's actually working his way around. There is Cajun, and there is the shot. Easy kill to finish off, and that's it again. Win a round, lose the one afterwards, and you can see there from the money. I mean, Edward's actually got a decent amount of money here. They could end up going for something. No, we can see the pistols already coming out. Let's have a look down the score. Dupree 10 for 6 at this point. Device 7 for 5. Pretty even across the entire board, of course, with the Copenhagen Wolves having a slightly better ratios with a 7-2 lead here on that terrorist side. Right now, Once possibly going to meet up with someone there at the end of long A, but it is, of course, the eco round. As Markov gets 1, they're not going to allow him to get in there for that gun. There's a second man taken by Dupree. And AWP is going to spot Edward. He gets clipped straight down. Starix says, well, I want your Desert Eagle. We'll not let that one go to waste if we can help it. And Cajun pushes through for the kill. Last man alive here for a while is Senya. He's finished off down at the end of long A double doors. 8-2. Copenhagen Wolves guaranteeing themselves a lead coming from this first half. But at this rate, it's going to be a big one.
Yeah, I like to look at, you know, and people in NaVi's shoes, or them in their shoes right now, and how they're mentally looking at this. And you know, I talked to RaidCall and cut number 2 about momentum and stuff like that, but how frustrating must it be to, you know, win a round but then lose the next one twice in a row? It's just kind of really off-putting, and you kind of have to keep yourself together. As Cajun does get a kill on a Markov, does open up that. Fetish turns around last second. Oh, we're on your screen. Sorry, I thought we were still on auto-director. That's a great. Gonna get that guy in lower B. And 3 on 4, but it's pretty much a 3 on 3 at this time. There's Dupree, 13 health. Bomb will be heading into this B site. Starks, he's gonna have something to say about this. A little bit of pick up anything. This
is a very quick rotation as well from NaVi. I think they should do well with this one as they all line up here for Zeus. He walks straight in there, gets himself 3 as he takes down Device, and it's now all on Once. What can he do here? AK in hand. He's got Senya coming in behind him, and Senya gets the better of him. And he was aiming in the right place, but Senya a little bit quicker to get in there, and NaVi will bounce back here. But can they, for once, so far in this half, put more than 1 round on the board in a row?
I guess we'll find out here momentarily. And NaVi, like you said before, Copenhagen Wolves, they're up in the half. They're really got to pull something out here if they want to keep, well, not necessarily the hopes alive, but you obviously don't want to place 4th in this group because you want to at least have that secured spot next season, or obviously get in the top 2 where most teams want to be and get into the offline playoffs. But we do have a fast push here on Catwalk. No kills being traded. Actually, we do have 1 kill, sorry, on Senya being traded there as Edward picks up another himself. And now a 5-on-2 situation. And wow, the NaVi is just making mincemeat right now of the Copenhagen Wolves. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to eat wolf meat.
Can't be any worse than horse meat, and we've all had some of that in our time. So, last man alive, easy kill there from Markov. Good solid round from NaVi, and they do manage 2 rounds in a row. Good sign for the Ukrainians, as we have 3 more to go. An 8-7 would, I think, be a really solid score for them, considering how this first half has really gone for them so far. Start to slip quite heavily behind. Of course, what was the score before these last 2 round wins for NaVi? And it looks like Fetish actually going to go out there, and, well, NaVi going for the double nade shot down the end of long A, and he walks straight into it. Obviously, this is an eco round for the Wolves, and as such, you'd expect a bit of a duck shoot. The Copenhagen Ducks. Device, well, did get 1 in the end, but, well, not really much to talk about. 8-5.
That's just like the Copenhagen Ducks. They're not the Mighty Ducks from the movies, unfortunately. They don't have the Flying V. Have you seen that movie, by the way?
I think everyone's seen that movie.
Oh, thank God. Just restored my faith in humanity right there. Good movie. Watched like all 3 of them.
Well, I don't know if you can really call it good.
It's good when you're a kid.
Yeah, but Space Jam is as well, and you're still
whoa, let's not go into Space Jam, Joe. There might be some blood here for that one, but anyways, NaVi down 5-8 in the first half already. And no kills going down just yet. Stark's taken a little bit of damage so far, but it looks like most of the action will be towards Catwalk here. As Device is setting up dodges an AWP shot. Luckily for him, hasn't been lucky earlier on today. The bomb is in the hand of Cajun B right now. Catwalk now smoked up. And that actually came from Navi's side, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, don't want to be walking out of a smoke into an AWP or any other kind of gun, I guess we can say. But it still looks like 4 members open towards Catwalk, and they're going to go for the push here, Joe. And I'm not sure if we can be able to hold this one down.
Big flashes coming in. They're actually going to drop straight down towards that CT ramp. Brilliant play from Device. Gets himself perfectly in, but Zeus not done just yet. He comes in from the back as Once is waiting for Senya, and he was looking in completely the wrong direction if he wanted to deal with him. As the bomb gets planted, let's just quickly switch rate. Auto-directed, didn't want to play. And now we have Cajun B here. Is he going to be able to take down Zeus? Yes, he is. And to readjust his aim a little bit from that one. He's just getting clipped. He will take down Dupree with him as well, though. And it is now a 2-on-2. Copenhagen Wolves camped in there. Starrick's going to get dropped on the bomb itself. And it's now all on Edward. 2 versus 1. Actually had a shot there onto Cajun. Didn't take it. And Cajun will make him pay. 9-5 to the Copenhagen Wolves as we hit the final round of this first half.
Great take by the Wolves there. Really have to give him credit for that one because the smoke, they delayed, obviously. And they were able to just jump straight down. We saw, I'm trying to think who it was exactly. I think it was once do this quite a bit against Western Wolves in the first cup. But now 1 round away from getting a very nice lead in this first half. And I wouldn't complain about 10-5 leads. They actually do rush into long A. Zeus picks up 1, picks up 2. Sorry, that's actually Senya who got the other kill. It still holds him off at long A. And they're trying to get that much needed round to go into the half with this. And it's Dupree. Oh my God. His feet went over his head right there as he died. And Markov, unfortunately, not going to hit anyone crossing right there. But a great smoke. They do get the bomb towards the side here. And then a minute, obviously, to get the bomb down. Edward, nice shot from behind. Does open up a 4-on-2 situation right now. It looks like the Wolves won't be going in with a 10-5 lead here. As I say, that Dupree did pick up 1 kill. But Fetish all alone, trying to get the bomb down here against the 3 members of NaVi who are very healthy. 2 M4s and 1 AWP in hand. When she misses that first shot, does pick up 1 onto Edward, does get 2! But Senya comes in from the back and picks up the picks up the kill onto him. And that will be a 9-6 half for Copenhagen Wolves. So not a great start for NaVi, but considering how they were doing in the beginning, they've kind of come back a little bit.
Yeah, and just to touch on that last round there as well, it's just no good having a fetish when you're on your own.
I don't know, there's a lot of things you can do.
Jason, stop right there. We're going to be moving into the second half here in just a second. Let's have a look down the scoreboard. Dupree 17 for 11. Cajun 14 for 7. Not dying very often in that one. 7 times, in fact. That's how little. 10 for 11 for Device, 7 for 9 for Fetish, and 6 for 10 for Once. On the other side, Senya is the man leading the way. 3 out of 5 there, as on the other side. Up in double figures for NaVi. Starrix on 7 for 13. Markelov 6 for 10. But did have some big shots in there as well, which will have helped them nicely along their way for this one.
You might even say that Cajun B died 100% of the time in 7 rounds. I see a smirk on your face. As you can see, like, I'm flustered right now. Face is red. I'm really hot.
It's all about the silence.
Just want to impress you, Joe.
I think me and Paul are the only people that can hold the silence long enough to make anyone else crack. It doesn't work when we're both together, because then we'll sit there for half the game and not say a thing, just to see who can last longest. But here we go then, second half of the Copenhagen Wolves versus NaVi. Scoreline 9-6 to the Wolves here now on the CT side. Let's see if NaVi can start off as the Wolves did here with a pistol round victory on Terrace. Looks like we're going to be seeing a bit of a split instantly. They should have seen 3 men crossing there. Could make things interesting and change their plans in the end. In fact, it does look like they are going to come through those lower B tunnels. Get a bit of a smoke on the box and head up towards Catwalk. couple of shots coming through from Markelov and that Glock. T-side, of course, still, I don't want to call it overpowered, but still has the bias when it comes to the pistol round, even after the patch that was supposed to stop the Glock being the beast that it still, in my opinion, a little bit is. But the start of this one, fairly even there as Dupree comes around the corner. Edward was trying to run away, and Dupree says, no, not today. And that will be the first kill of the second half. 50 seconds to go here. NaVi running the clock fairly deep, but still plenty of time to get around. That's a decent grenade up towards Zeus's position. And with that, they should be aware that this push is going to be coming up. Catwalk certainly now will have heard them. Zeus is already onto the bomb site itself. Just checks Goose, no one there for the taking. And the Copenhagen Wolves going to have to turn this one around now and retake the bomb site. Right. What do they have in terms of flashes? Decoy, flash, and a smoke, which has already been thrown there, just filling out from Dupree. And now they start to work their way in from that scene. To this one, there is an HE, but that will drop at his feet as he gets taken down here by Dupree. But Senya is off to the side. He's got no bullets left in his weapon, and Dupree will reload in time, get the kill. All the time that was going on once was on the defuse. He didn't. He did have a kit. What am I talking about? I thought he saw it count down from 10. But he did manage to pick it up. That's the important thing. And Copenhagen Wolves win the second pistol round of the game. Now, that makes it all the more difficult now for NaVi. Although, you know, 3 kills, bomb planted, they could end up going for something a little bit earlier, I guess, in round 3.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to do anything here, anything surprising. But that was, I have to say, a phenomenal retake by Wolves, too, because, you know, we're talking about the bias of Glocks for the terrorist side, but they retook that really well, really good smoke position as well as that flash. But in the meantime, NaVi, they're going to try to make a play here. They're going to try, I mean, with one smoke, one smoke, one flash, they're going to try to make it as costly as possible against the Wolves. But, you know, with those Famuses, even with the M4 on device, I'm not sure if they'll be able to pull this one off. They are sitting towards mid right now, trying to get some damage in. But unfortunately for them, no one's just peeking. They are going to go for a 4-man push out of this. And this might be able to catch the Wolves off guard. The flash does come out. Actually, it's the smoke coming out. And they're going to push out. They do get spotted. They do jump across, trying to get some damage on a KGB, who picks up 1 kill on Edward. And Dupree still spraying away, gets 2. He's going to go for a 3rd here, and he's going to get it. And that means Senya and Starks are the last one surviving, and Senya not for too long as Device picks up 1. And it looks like Wolves are going to get through this round without any casualties, which would honestly be phenomenal for them.
Well, Starrick's still alive. Got a P250 as well, which is definitely capable of getting rid of Device, or not. Gets nailed to the wall, and that will be 11 rounds to 6 for the Copenhagen Wolves. Will we see that 3rd round bite? Yes, we will. I thought we would after that plant in the pistol round, plus the 3 kills that they managed to get. And they are going to try and put a halt to this now. But I did see an AWP.
Yep, Wants is sitting on that right now.
And he's going to go for an early pick here. This could be very, very interesting. Actually, he's going to have men to hit, and he is going to get himself a kill. Is he going to be able to get away from Markelov? No, but Starix went down in that as well. And that was a very, very interesting start. Here's all the kills coming around on Catwalk, and now Senya finding himself all alone. Let's see what he can actually do with this one. We'll switch around to his POV. Well, Dupree peeked out. There was a grenade landed in there at his feet and everything. And to be honest, that was just a little bit lackluster from NaVi. They came in, yes, that initial kill. They pushed them from lower tunnels, which got rid of another one. Really nicely executed, but I think NaVi were a little bit careless with how they went about that one.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And I really want to give Dupree credit on that one, because he had a nice smoke down on Catwalk, and they just came through, and he's picked up those 2 very, very easy kills for himself. But now NaVi on another Joe round here. Or, oh, sorry, Jason round today. We're going with. Up against the AWP that once has, and they're kind of just sitting in T-spawn hoping that someone actually pushes out, and Senya might even be DC'd.
Nah, they're just talking right now.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, because you've talked about this before, where you're down like this and you're on an eco round. You might as well just take that minute and a half, minute 45 seconds to just talk over, see what you can do better for the next round. And you're right. That's exactly what they're doing right here.
Which kind of, it's a little bit weird that Zeus would buy a flash for such a round, and you know, P250s and what have you. But whatever. Who am I to say? They are obviously just going to be running this one completely down, then they'll just push all together in one place. As we do see the smoke come down, Fetish just going to move himself over the other side there. And with 44 seconds, NaVi have to try and make something happen now. A double grenade inside double doors right now would be fantastic, but only for the Copenhagen Wolves. They flash over the top. Here comes the push then. Fetish is still there. He manages to get himself 1, 2. Can he get any more? Comes out, pulls out the pistol, and he gets 4 men. His ace was spoiled, or maybe you could say helped along by dupreeh, and that will be 13 rounds to 6. So NaVi back on the bye. Let's see what they can do with this one. No AWP for them in play once. Will have an AWP. And I'm going to keep an eye on him, see where he goes. Of course, short was the place where he did it last time. He's going to get a boost up and may go for that peek here early on as well. Let's see if he can actually find someone this time. And he will. He will actually get the spot, but he misses the shot there onto Markelov, who is now actually hidden behind those boxes. KajanB has taken down Starix as well. Let's get back to Auto Director. We don't need to change though, because Once does finally nail Markelov. Did get clipped there from Senya down in those lower B tunnels. He will surely now fall as Fetish comes around the side. Zeus actually taking him as well, but it leaves us in a 4-on-2. Edward has got through those double doors at A-Long and is inside of the pit. And that may offer him up a kill onto Once, who, from what I can see there from X-Ray, doesn't realize that he's already got through those A-Long double doors. They know where Zeus's position is, and they're just going to wait for him actually to peek out from there. Edward, if he peeks now, will be able to have a kill on Once. But dupreeh is now next to him as well, and there is the single bullet that he needed to take down Once. But dupreeh knows exactly where he is, and he's going to shoot him, or not. I thought he was going to run straight out there, Edward. He's got 35 seconds. Looks like he's actually trying to just hang on to what he's got right now.
He turned around like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
dupreeh was there, and Edward is going to peek, and dupreeh was ready for it with the AWP in hand, and that is 14 rounds to 6. So, NaVi, they need 10 rounds in a row to win the game. Don't forget, no overtimes here tonight because it's group stage. So a draw, if we were to hit 15-15, would stay as a draw. Either team would get 1 point in the group stage. And as we learned last year, it's when the draws happen in the group stage that you see the crazy results almost. The teams qualifying in positions that you didn't expect them to qualify, actually getting through. So we'll see, but it's a big ask from NaVi now.
It seems like, you know, with these 5 rounds in a row, 1 for Copenhagen Wolves, that, you know, when the Wolves were on Terra's side, they're able to get quite a few picks on a Starix, obviously not the kill, but, you know, chunked him down a good amount of health consecutively. And because NaVi's been losing every single round, they haven't been able to get that opportunity, as we bump into a little bit of lag, but not too much, as KajanB picks up 1 kill, dupreeh gets another. And now, I mean, NaVi, 3 people left. Well, as I say that, 2 left now as he falls head over feet. And they have to kind of, they kind of need this round. They can't afford to give it up. Obviously, you know, like I said before, they can go into a tie, but, you know, now they're going to be pretty much out of money here at this point, and they have to hope for a miracle.
Yeah, and when, you know, some leagues like to play for 30 rounds. We used to do that here at ESL until I told everyone it sucks balls, so we're only going to 16. That's really true, because after that, it honestly is the most boring thing to commentate and to watch and to play. Let's not forget about these guys playing as well. So obviously we will be playing to 16, not the entire 30 rounds. Otherwise, I would have volunteered RaidCall to be here tonight doing this instead of me. So, let's have a look then. Match point for the Copenhagen Wolves. We have one already snuck through at long A. That's Zeus. And, well, he wasn't the sneakiest, was he? Got shot in the face by Fetish after a little while. We already have 5 on 4. Once missing the shot there. Not the second one, though. He will take down Starix. Markelov goes down as well. And it's now Senya with 118 for Edward to try and win, or to stay in this game. Of course, they cannot win now because it is 15 points for Copenhagen Wolves. That was interesting to see. And Once picks off the last one onto Edward. And that will be GG's 16-6. NaVi losing out here to the Copenhagen Wolves. Really interesting first matchup, actually. Wasn't expecting it to be as one-sided as it was. And ESC beat Sprint Fox 16-1, so talk about one-sided.
Yeah, I was about to say that ours isn't that one side compared to that one, but still, I'm actually very happy to see the Wolves play like that. I mean, considering after, you know, the cups I've cast them in, they've done extremely well. They've really been surprising, and they're still showing everyone that they're a good team, and they want to earn their spot into the playoffs, which, actually, well, into the offline playoffs, where, you know, it looks like they might be able to pull it off.
So, next games that are coming up here are Wolves versus Sprint Fox. and ESC versus NaVi, which means it's the winning team against the losing team on both sides.
Yeah.
Now, me being the 1.6 man that I am, we're going to go with ESC versus NaVi for that one. I just have the feeling that's going to be the closer game anyway. And, of course, with ESC now got the 3 points up at the top, NaVi need a win to stay in with a chance of going through to the offline finals, to the finals. Copenhagen Wolves, they got the 3 points. Sprint Fox got battered against ESC 16-1.
Yeah.
So they really need to turn their fortunes around for that next one. Don't forget, guys, you can find all the groups and you can bet on who you think is going to win them over at csgo.raidcall-ems1.com. And if that's not a mouthful, Pansy's going to post it in the Twitch chat because she's lovely. She's just watching tonight. She's just learning, sat in the background. But she will be here on Wednesday and Thursday, actually, with RaidCall. Me and Jason get the time off to go to DreamHack. Or maybe not. That's a whole different story that we've got going on right now with visas and stuff like that. But, guys, we're going to be taking a quick commercial break. But as I said, when we come back, ESC versus NaVi. Don't go anywhere.